stay in the car for now. Hi. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
How you going, buddy?
Good, good. This is the builder, is it?
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? Zahia.
G'day.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, g'day. Why are you here?
Inspection? Building inspection.
There's no inspection today.
What do you mean no inspection today?
My lawyer knows about it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah,
All right.
he said it.
I mean, we booked like from a week ago.
You can go back to your car.
Why is that?
You've got no authority to be here.
The homeowner.
No, the homeowners, no one's told us you're coming.
Well, that's
you go.
that's between you and the homeowner.
All right, so go back to your car. We'll talk to you when we're ready.
What do you mean?
No, he's doing something.
What's it?
Sorry?
He's just going to have a look. I didn't book the guy. Hey, under the Act, we're
the
allowed
Act.
reasonable
This is
inspection and an agent. So stop, look, just stop it. All right, under the Act, we're allowed to do this.
No.
This is your blindsided us.
Under the domestic, I didn't know, okay, I don't know that, I don't even know who the name of this
No, you
person is.
can't.
She said
I've
she's
got to
bringing
see
a
a vote.
friend.
That's not a friend.
She's allowed.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, because we just want to prepare. We've got heaps of tools.
Is there an issue? Is not an issue?
That's all right.
I'm not an expert.
I'm asking you, is there an issue?
Me?
They've done the inspection, is there an issue?
No, they're going through their agent. I don't know who this is. Look, I
Then
don't
we would have had our expert here as well, so sorry.
Yeah, but we're allowed, she's allowed
I'm not allowed to have my-
reasonable access.
Get your clients out.
Come on.
Lock the house out. We'll take
I'm
it to
calling the
weekend.
police right now.
We could have had our own expert here as well. I'm sorry.
No, hang on, I don't even know who this guy
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, we were just booked here.
I mean, he's dressed like a, I don't know who
Neither
this
do
guy
we.
is.
Neither do we. If you're going to have an
We had
inspector here,
inspectors,
we would have had an
floor
inspector.
inspectors, we had beer cats, we had everything, yeah?
She is allowed, hang on, she is allowed the right to have an agent over
That's all right.
Sorry.
of the domestic building contract.
No. Hello, I've got the
We could have got our
I don't think
inspector.
he knew.
We could have got our own
He
inspector
knew.
as well.
I don't care, he knew.
This is not, I'm sorry, mate. If you want us to call the police, we'll call the police.
Yeah, it's all right. Call the police. But if you touch me, that's harassment. You know that,
What
yeah?
about, please?
You're not allowed to touch me.
You're not allowed
touch
to
me,
be-
that's harassment.
Hey,
The
you're not allowed to
homeowner's
be-
here. She's booked us
I
in.
booked it, so call
Just
them.
please calm down. Just calm down, man.
Says call the police.
Just calm down. There's no problem. Can I just ask you something? Let me just say something.
Do a walkthrough, sorry.
There's nothing wrong with just looking at the home. You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I've
there's
already
nothing
had a
wrong.
VBA inspector here. He's already approved everything as VBA with the court order.
All right, cool.
That's why I don't need you here.
Let's go out.
I'm sick of them. That's all it is. No, you're not.
Nothing issued.
So are you guys handing over the home, isn't it? Or what is it?
Yeah.
Hand over inspection.
I just want to have a chat with you.
Yeah.
We would have got our own expert.
Hey, how are you? Hey, is that here, man? Farouk. Farouk? Nice to meet you, man.
I know you. I see you around. You know,
Yeah.
your things. You're doing a brilliant job. No drama. I got no problems. This house here, it's been nearly 2 years, 3 years. Prospero, just having a chat with you, man. No, just fuck off.
Don't.
Just fuck off.
There's no need to.
Yeah? Just fuck off.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, just go home, mate. All right?
So I really don't know who's who.
Yeah, he's a lawyer. He's a lawyer. They're fucking all. They're
All I know is
Habib.
Man, don't misunderstand us. Wallah, I'm nothing against you.
Yeah, I understand. I really don't understand. Like the homeowner.
I'll show you the videos.
I know, but the homeowner booked us in. Yeah, she's already paid and everything for a handover inspection.
Fucking go in there and have a look. I've got no fucking
Yeah.
I've got no problem. I've been building for 26 years. Wallah, you're not going to see anything there. You'll probably see little scratches here, there, whatever.
Yeah, that's not. What's wrong with it? There's no problem.
I'm trying to hand this fucking house over for fucking beat you. 1.5 fucking years. All right, for one scratch here. I've come 100 times to fucking fix this house up, man. 100 fucking times. 100 times. I don't give a fuck. You can go
Don't
in there.
misunderstand me.
Yeah.
You're
Wallah,
working
you
for
can go.
me more than the fucking owner.
Yeah.
Don't misunderstand me.
You going out in there and having a look and this.
I mean, if something is done within tolerance and things like that, I tell the homeowner straight out, hey, look, you can't pick on this because it's within tolerance. We always say that.
I had VBA here, man, as in VBA approved inspector, not my inspector.
Yeah.
VBA approved
Yeah.
inspector.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Yeah.
pretty high up.
Yeah.
VBA appointed him.
Habib, I watch your things, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I watch. I enjoy. Wallah, I do fucking. I criticise people. Criticising you.
I swear to God I do.
Have you ever seen Aussie homes? Fucking 26. I've been building for 25 years.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah.
Fucking seen any defects from it. But this. Absolutely fucking kafir. Absolutely motherfucking.
So what's the problem here in terms of?
Bro, I want to hand over 8 months ago. Right?
That's no problem.
You know, he's.
Yeah. There's a defect liability period after handover. You know what I mean?
1.5 years.
Look, can I ask you one question?
1.5 years. You tell me as an inspector, if a house fucking stays 1.5 years empty, all right? What happens to the house? Maintenance fucking. I can't fucking keep this house.
Yeah. I understand.
1.5 years.
Yeah.
Alright, they turned around and said, 1.5 years later, they turned around and said, okay, here's cracked. I still got my fucking plaster out here.
Yeah.
Just fixed all my cracks. All I gotta do right now, my painter's coming here tonight to do my fucking
I understand.
painting.
Look, if something's wrong, I'll tell the homeowner, hey, look.
I'm just going off principle at the moment.
Yeah.
That's all it is, bro. I'm just going off principle at the moment.
If something is wrong,
I don't mind going in there.
if something's wrong with the home, you know what I mean, and then you say, hey, look, no problem, it's a cosmetic item that can, you gotta, even if there's a crack now, for example, you gotta wait 12 months to see what happens to the crack.
I was just fucking sitting here, fucking 1.5 years empty, man. In this winter, it's cold.
You're joking.
Cold.
Bro, VBA's been telling these guys to fucking get the keys. Enough is enough. VBA's telling them get the keys. They're not taking the keys.
Why is that?
They're fucking cocksuckers. They just want to keep right thing off from me, bro.
I don't know.
Who's the builder here? Who's the recent builder here?
I'm the supervisor. He's my father. We all work together.
But you got to remember, under the Building Act, if you're not a competent person and for example, you know how you're swearing, that's not good.
No, not to your
because no, I'm saying if you swear in front of the homeowners, you lose your license. You know that, yeah? Because you got to have good character. Straight, you got to be really good. Yeah, I know what you mean. You finish a job, you want to get paid. Your profit probably is gone now because you're waiting for nothing.
I lost 300. And let me tell you something. I'll show you the fucking specification, all right? When we were good, all right?
Yeah.
I got conned in. I'll show you the specifications. Standard.
I know how it is. I know how it is. Look, I used to tell the tradies, man, the painter makes more money than the builder.
What?
But I swear on my mum.
100%.
Wallahi, I've lost here. Wallahi, I've lost here 250.
You know what I mean? They come in, they do the job, and then if they want to come in and fix the items.
Making the money? You know who's making the big money? These ones.
The lawyers aren't making money, the painters are making, I'm telling you. 100%.
Out of this
Materials cost like $1,000, they charge 10 grand.
But out of this job, these cunts are making more money. One email, $42. No? They've been fucking me around for fucking 1.5 years. The house is finished on 1.5 years, bang, 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 bang.
They're bringing the cops here.
Bring the cops, man.
That's all right. They can bring the cops, bro. We've got a VBA approved thing, man.
Nah.
But there's no. I'm telling you, you just gotta trust the process. When I do come to the job, I know how it is.
It's not about you. The only reason why is no one's even. You know what today was, bro? I swear to God, today was 1, 2. Owner, come here. Go through the house.
Okay.
Come out. I swear to God, that's all it was. They were meant to come here, just walk in and out. Wallahi, it's got nothing to do with you. I swear to God, I've got no problems with you. I swear on my mum's life, I watch all your videos. I fucking follow you.
Enough is enough.
You're one of the best inspector I've seen. I swear on my mum's life. Don't get me wrong. Wallah, it's got nothing to do with you.
I understand.
Bro, it's the principle too, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, you can't just fucking put me on the spot.
Like even the lawyer didn't know that I was coming. I mean, so.
Yeah, I've got no problems with Zahir.
Zahir, yeah.
They're on the way.
Who's on the way? You can fucking bring the police. You can bring the police.
What about it?
Big issue about what?
Let them do a walkthrough.
1.5 years, you can't even fucking take the house over.
I don't care.
You're fucking.
Let him
you're like
do
a
his
Dracula,
inspection,
mate.
and let's finish.
You've got nothing to hide. You shouldn't
There's
have.
no more inspections after this, Prospero. That's it. This is the handover. Finish. Let him go.
They're on the way.
Let him go.
I told you I was going to
Off
do
you go.
that. And you
Do your inspection. When
You just gotta calm down. I know, but you just gotta calm down. Just relax. If there's anything, if there's a dispute with an item, I'm telling you.
drama in
It's got nothing to do with you. Don't get me wrong.
Go in there and do
I
what.
It's got nothing good with
Go in
you,
there and
bro.
have a look.
I just tune out.
hurry up, finish, and we're going.
But,
No.
It's costing
Anthony,
everyone
if
money.
he's walking in his own, I want everyone out of the house. He's on his own.
No, let him go.
Simple as that.
Let him go. Let's just finish it.
Yeah, even.
Everyone out of the house.
No more inspection.
Yeah.
They come.
What I'll do is that I'll start getting my tools out and my drone, things like that. All right, she just showed me a couple of things, and I'll start.
How long are we going to be here? What's this?
My inspection probably like a couple of hours, man.
I don't instruct you. You're instructed him. I don't know what he's.
You know, I'll get the drone out. Just scan the roof, see broken tiles, whatever.
I agree.
Just things like that.
It's going to be in 2 hours.
The Prospero.
Sorry,
He said it was a go ahead with it.
I've got another.
I did see the patches and things like that. That's minor issues. I go, look, I mean, that's not a problem.
And that's because
Standard pay. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So she's worried about that. I go, look, that's 1, 2, 3. That's like, that's nothing, man. I mean, the house looks pretty good. So,
2 hours. This forget it.
No, that's not. I don't know what. I don't even know.
That's
what
not a
the
handover.
instructions
2 hours is
are.
not a handover, mate.
What are your instructions?
that's how it is, minimum
That's
for
not
me.
this is
That-
a
that's-
handover. This is not another expert inspection report. That was over.
But what? So what are you going to do in there? You're going to do a sort of inspection.
So a defects inspection. We scan the walls, see if there's any leaks.
Just go to VCAT. Lock it up, please. Let's go.
yeah, I can if she gets
It's
out of
over.
my
We're
way.
not staying here 2 hours. We're not doing another defects report. The expert.
I
This
can't
is a
stay
joke.
2 hours either.
So you can deal with the
Yeah, I mean
cops.
that's.
You touch me, you'll be
Let's go.
sorry, believe me.
This is ridiculous. Mr.
I said ridiculous.
Ben benim
He
değilmiş
said
onlar.
we're going ahead with it.
That's how it normally is. Even for Metrocon, Siemens, they always allow for us an hour and a half, 2
This
hours.
has been in VCAT. We've already had an expert out here. The expert's already done a report. The expert's already passed everything and produced a report. This is meant to be a handover.
Who was the expert that passed this?
This is meant to be a handover, not another expert report or
It's not an expert report.
another defects report. It's a handover.
It's just it's a handover
So,
report. I mean, whatever you want to
2
call
hours
it.
for a handover report? You're kidding me.
Well, that's because we do the roof, we do exterior,
But that's
interior.
not
It's a big house, man.
But we already had that done. An expert's already been
And
here
I'm not happy with
and
that,
done
so
that.
I'm entitled to
No,
having
no,
another
not
one
entitled.
done, yeah?
What-
I
what
paid
does the
for
deed
it.
say?
You're not paying for it.
The report is final and binding on the parties. That's it. There's no more expert reports.
But it's not up to you. If I'm
But now
not
it's being
happy and
handed
I want
over.
another opinion,
Okay,
I'm
but this is not a
entitled.
handover. This is another defects report.
I don't.
We've already been past that stage.
It's a handover.
It's not a handover. It's another.
It is. It's hand.
He
It's
said I'm
not.
here to inspect defects. Defects are done.
If there is any defects, I'm saying.
But that we've
That's
already
how
got a
it is.
But you
report
can only
that say
see
there are no
You
defects.
can only see patent defects. You can't see anything.
Prospero, I've got another meeting with these guys on another matter at 11 o'clock. We're not going to be here for 2 hours to do an
I
inspection.
agree. I'm looking at
So, and they're not going to be here
I'm
unsupervised.
telling you,
by the
something
builder.
within, if some, but yeah, I know. Look, I should say, but let me tell you something. If there's something that's within tolerance here, and the homeowner doesn't know about it, she will know about it. You know what I mean?
So can you please tell your clients?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say, but
Then what do we do? We sit here all
I'm
day?
happy for you to go through it. Alhamdulillah, I've got you here. Like, I trust you for more than anything. Wallah,
It's not a walkthrough. It's a 2-hour
Have your
inspection.
removal.
We're not here for 2
Yeah.
hours.
The thing is, like with her, she's got her own things, concerns.
I understand you
Do you
150%.
pay the mortgage? Do you pay the rent?
Because she already paid me.
You pay the bill? No.
Yeah, I'll get
You know what I mean?
I get you 150%.
And I really didn't know you guys. I thought you guys are her family. I didn't even know. That's why I said I didn't know nothing.
Go ahead and do it anyway.
Police are here if you want.
Police coming, that's right. Exactly. Because I called them. Because I had enough
You
to
know, I'm not
I'm
going
entitled.
to speak to them. Let's get it. You did this. Why are we calling you?
All my help.
Might talk to them, not to me. I don't
You're
know.
sick of the bullshit. Your house is inspected in December.
Yeah, with
You've got your keys
no,
off
I'm
us
not
there.
locked, but I don't lock Jeff with your windshield and stuff. No, sorry. How are you? I paid for this inspector to inspect my home and they're stopping it from happening.
We've got to see your home. Who's the inspector? Why are they not going in? What's the issue?
This is building site. It was meant to be a handover inspection. And we knew nothing about other than the owners are coming here to get the house handed over. And they've brought an inspector to do a defects inspection. We already had a defects inspection. It's
It's not
been
a
in
defects
VCAT.
inspection.
There's a The inspection report says there's no further defects. Everything that was addressed during the VCAT matter was addressed.
Yeah, this week.
Got a deed here. I'll get you the paper.
Yeah, not a problem.
We were here today to try to agree handover. And it was going to be a handover based on an inspection to hand over the property.
Hand over from you guys to someone else?
From the builder
Yeah.
to the owners.
Yeah.
So we've got a deed ready to sign off on it, that we've agreed everything. And instead of doing a handover inspection with the owners, an inspector's turned up to do a defects inspection. Well, we're beyond that. And so we're now saying, inspection's over. We're going to refer it back to VCAT.
Show me, do you have any VCAT?
I haven't seen anything like this on your thing. On any of your social media ones. Put this one up too then.
Hopefully it's all right. Hopefully it's a good outcome. The best way to do it is to de-escalate the situation, I'm telling you. And
I have no problem with you going in and doing
I know,
yeah. It's on your own there.
You know what it was, bro? Last time we had an inspection,
Yeah.
it came, like it was us two.
yeah.
No, but the last inspection that we had, like just the owners, they just came. The only thing that they picked on was like there was a fine little crack in the ceiling that
Yeah,
we
yeah.
seen, and just the door handles that needed to be tightened up.
Yeah.
I got them repaired. I just got to get the painter in there, and then today it was meant to be, like the lawyers are saying, it's meant to be a handover thing, and then you rock up. You know what I mean? It's got nothing.
I'll get you. Yeah.
I have no problems with you going and inspecting. I've built 700-800 houses. Yeah, I've got no problems.
Just trying to extend the time. You know what I mean? They just don't want to.
They're just sucking mine and my family's blood, mate. Yeah. I
Hard,
don't
mate.
have to get fucking. I didn't have to do this. Yeah. Paid $4,000 for this in the garage. I didn't have to do that. I done it on my own will. I'm saying it's like the doors in there. Right? Well, we were good. Everything was good right at the start. I got conned in, mate. Put doors in there. Doors. Custom doors from Melbourne Trust.
Yeah.
Kitchen, custom kitchen.
So on the deed that he's showing the police officer, the deed, it says this is going to be a final inspection. On the deed, is what
Yeah,
he's
but I
saying.
have to agree to it. I didn't agree to it.
Yeah, I know, but there's going to be
Yeah.
a final inspection, and this is the final inspection.
Whether the report.
It's basically just a handover inspection, you know what I mean? But they're really just, you know, because we've got a big social media following, they got intimidated, and I'm just telling them, man, it's not a big deal. You know, that's the whole thing. And that lawyer was pushing me back.
Yeah.
You know? So I said, man, just calm down, relax.
Are you their lawyer?
Yes.
We'll finalise this, and then because when we start,
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we've got the tools that
it's
we've got.
ridiculous that it's
you
going
know.
to come like this. It's just like,
Yeah.
you know,
You've got the right to do it.
we have every right. It's crazy.
Because if I start bringing the tools down, all that stuff,
Yeah, I
you
know.
know, they might kick my tools, or you know, you never
Yeah,
know,
yeah, I
because
know.
they might just flip like that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I understand.
Like the drone that I've got is 20 grand. You know, if they
No,
smash
I
that.
understand. No, you
Yeah.
right. You do what you have to do.
Yeah,
right.
we'll just wait. This is the only inspection for today. I knew it was going to take a long
Yeah.
time, so it doesn't matter how long it takes.
Look, I know I'm in my rights. I'm entitled to do it. So that's why I did it. Or else if I knew I wasn't in my rights, I wouldn't have done it. I've had opinions from other
But-
lawyers.
but
They
this,
said I could do it too. So
This house under your name, yeah?
yes,
Yeah.
I pay the rates. I pay the water. I pay everything.
Yeah,
I've
a certificate of
got the
compliance,
CFO
certificate
for 2 years.
of occupancy.
I mean,
For 2 years.
it's ridiculous.
Oh, really? You got the occupancy for-
2 years I've had it, the occupancy.
That means you can just go in.
I
and change
can
it.
move in. I don't need to ask him. I don't understand why they think they've got every right to tell me
Yeah,
what
so
to do.
make sure you tell the officer now. Make sure you tell the officer now.
I did tell her.
Yeah.
I've got the CFO for 2 years.
Tell her here.
So
She
this
knows
is your
she's not
house.
there.
So basically, this is their land basically now. True. I didn't know you got a certificate of
Yes,
occupancy.
I have for 2 years.
Oh.
They've
So-
got nothing to hide. There's no problem to have an inspection. If they got to go elsewhere, they can come back and lock up. There's no problem. But really, yeah, I don't know what he's laughing for. There's nothing funny. That's all they do, just laugh.
Unless it escalates into assault, which no one is assault. No, I don't want that either.
He's actually put a gun out. I mean, we went to a meeting at his office. He's actually showed us a gun 2 times. A gold one. Threatening other people. And
Who,
he
the
pulled
builder?
it- Yeah, and he's even pulled it at my dad. So,
Oh, this is your dad, is it?
yeah. He's 12 years, he's out.
Yeah, well. There. Nice to meet you. I didn't know you. I thought you were the builder, man. Builder's friend.
He's also 12 years waiting for his home to be finished. And he's overpaid
Same builder?
him. Overpaid him.
Wow.
Overpaid
The building industry is in a really, really bad state at the moment.
He just came back from holiday. He was too busy going on holiday instead of fixing my dad's house. I can't even go on holiday.
Yeah, so the inspection is going to be at least
Doesn't matter,
two,
whatever you
3
have
hours,
to do,
yeah.
you do it.
So it's not like half an hour. I can't do anything in half an hour.
Well, I paid to do the whole thing.
Yeah, that's why I thought. I go, look,
I
man,
don't
she's
get
already
how long
paid
it
us.
is.
They don't want to allow the inspection today. They don't want to allow the inspection.
I booked it, you can't
at
change
all.
it.
I understand that's what you're saying,
Yeah.
but they're not going to agree on anything. So they need to go to VCAT again.
But I have the seal of road.
I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but they're not letting won't let it happen. They want to go to another VCAT mention. So that's going to happen today. We're going to leave this for today. So you're not going to do it, okay? Because I don't want this to escalate anymore.
So they're gonna pay him because
Yeah,
we booked
exactly.
him already. So they're gonna
Maybe
refund him.
you can make an application to VCAT.
Well, yeah, hang on. Look at it this way. You owe him X amount. We'll just say it's their fault that they didn't let him through.
There you go.
So we'll just take the money off. But all you can do is you can terminate and move in, do the inspection, and then they'll be waiting 2-3 years to.
Because the house is normally the house is under her name.
Yeah,
And the OC is there, so basically it's her house.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, they're the owners.
But speaking with both of the solicitors, we can't come to agreement today. It needs to be made, again, another application needs to be made to VCAT.
They're not allowing you at all.
And I'm not going to keep getting called back here for things to escalate even further.
Yeah.
When all of this is a civil dispute. At the end of the day, that's what it is, about the property. So it's not going to happen today. You're going to leave it. You're going to leave it in the hands of your solicitor to follow up with VCAT and follow up with their solicitor. Okay?
Well, he's going to have to pay for take the money off him.
Take the money off the.
Because he didn't, he's
Of the
wasted
last
his
payment
days.
that you owe them. Well, this is look, they should allow you to go in.
That's ridiculous.
And like I was saying, I couldn't give a rat's who goes in today, whatever today, but I'm just here to prevent anything from escalating further. And I'm worried that's going to happen if you guys can't come to an agreement now. And it can't be.
Yeah.
And,
But
you
the
know,
builder agreed for him.
Yeah, the builder agreed for me to come in. He goes, go.
said
But
you
he didn't want me to be with. He didn't want me to be with
He
her.
said to him, it's
Which is
fine,
no
he
problem.
can do it.
Well,
He
the
goes,
solicitor
but
told me
then
not.
his solicitor's the one that's a problem.
well, that's what I'm saying. They told me no. So that's just what we've got. All right? Okay?
And he can pay for it.
Huh?
He can pay for him.
Yeah,
for
well,
the-
you owe.
But you can
well,
let
hang
him
on.
know that he's going to
You
pay
owe
for
him
it.
a lot more. I don't know what the call-out rate is, but you owe him a lot more than the inspector's payment today.
He owes me a lot more.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Because there's a lot of things in here that's going to cost a lot of money to fix. And he's already seen a lot of big things that you think are small things that need to be fixed.
They're not cosmetics.
And they're not cosmetics. Okay? I'm
Well,
just telling you now.
I hear what you're saying, but like we said, it's not going
So
to.
I'm not signing to any agreement. I'm telling you now. There's not going to be
All
a
right.
settlement at
Okay,
all
then-
until I have an
For example,
inspection,
I went
because he's
inside
already seen
the
a lot of
actual
bad things already.
the shower area.
Yes.
That's
It's not a step down.
no, it's not about that. It's the waterproofing is not
The
compliant.
whole need thing has to be
But
done
I don't
again.
want to disclose that to them because you're gonna have a fight with them.
Waterproofing.
So you got to demo the shower area. That's what I'm saying.
We're not. It's not going to.
Yeah, yeah,
The rest is not
yeah.
going to.
No, he's telling him what he's
I
already
know. I
seen.
hear what you're saying. So
What's
Yes.
going to have to happen is.
And so
All right,
that's what I mean. I'm not going to agree.
Okay.
I
We
already know
have to
that.
ask them again. They're in breach. When they refuse, you terminate them. We're back in VCAT in August. Not back. That'll take months. You'll have to get a report.
That's what he was gonna do.
And this will, you'll be out of the, well, you can move in. You terminate, you can move in.
But you said to me I can change the locks and move in if I wanted to already. That's what you told me the other day.
It's her house. She can actually now just stay here because there's an OC
I can
permit
actually
issued.
move in.
You know,
Really?
get home and contents insurance, and it's her house.
Yeah.
No, we'll serve notices on them and terminate them. Right.
Well, they can
Get,
go out
so
into
I
the box and
didn't
he can
get
do
your
his
name.
job.
Zahir.
Zahir.
Yeah.
Get Zahir back. Give me a date when he can come.
Yeah, I
Do
want
you
you
want me
do
to
it
check?
again.
Do
Yeah,
you
I
want me to
want
check?
you to
Let me
do
check the office. Just 2 minutes.
Let's
Yeah.
lock up the door and
Look,
let's get
up
going.
to
alright?
date, we've had a few meetings here, nothing's escalated. Not that we want it to escalate. Come on.
Change the lock.
What's the earliest?
Non è.
Yeah, 2nd of August.
Non è.
Oh, 1 second.
Non è.
So 2nd of August, which is not this Friday, then the Friday after.
Okay. Second of August?
2nd of August.
That's the earliest I can come.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as it's done, because like I said, I'm not moving in until my husband.
Okay, I will write to you, and I'll say you're in breach,
Sure.
and we'll put
Go
it
to Vic, you'll go before a member.
Great. Lock up?
Thank you. Lock up, please.
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously.
This is not good faith.
Oh, good.
Yeah, 2nd of August. She's
Yeah.
gonna. We'll wait. Yeah, I mean, I would have, you know, if they let me do an exterior.
No, sorry.
That's all right. If they let us do the exterior, at least I can get a lot of stuff out of the way and all that. But that's all right. This guy's.
Like I said, I'm entitled.
Yeah, you're entitled. Like I don't know why he didn't do an exterior. But anyway, just say what the lawyer says.
Because you know a lot of shit that they passed with the other inspector. That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
there was a lot of winking going on between his lawyer and him.
Yeah, that's what.
And they thought that I was
that's why.
going to be the idiot piece of money and just take it,
But
yeah?
that's why a lot of homeowners they're losing trust in
Who's all these other people that rock? What are they going to do with the motherfucker?
Oh no, they're friends. I don't know what they call each other. See if your lawyer can sort it out today, because I can. I mean,
The thing that pisses me off is I asked him, do I pay for it now? Like, is everything good? And he goes, yeah, book it.
all right, no worries. Yeah, good luck. All right. Thanks. All right, nice to meet you. Good luck, guys. All good.
Yeah, so that's it. Second is done for the second? Because he needs to know to
No.
book.
They are refusing. So now, the way to do it is to say it's a breach, send them a letter, and then you terminate and you move in. You take possession of the house.
And then if they and then basically they got to chase you for the money. Then you counter it with our report saying, "Oh, all right, Paul, you want the money, but here's what's wrong with my house."
They sign.
Oh, that's the best way to do it.
But they
Because these guys called all their mates. You know, it was on the bill, and all these cars started coming.
No, that's their,
So
I was just asking.
yeah,
that's their sons.
yeah.
You got to remember, he was appointed as a sole expert to go through and report on completion, and his report is binding. Now, if we want to bring something out, it's got to be pretty apparent and significant. You know what I mean, right? You did that through, I wasn't acting for you. You agreed to be bound by, we both had the same one expert.
Yes, but come here, I told you many times, he was winking and doing like this to them
Yeah,
all
he's
the
not-
time
like-
and passing everything. I had a broken tile, yeah? What did you tell them to do? Move the bathtub on top. You don't do
I
that.
know.
That's not an inspection.
When you have one expert
Yeah.
that's binding, the only thing you can do is to show that something is manifestly unreasonable. Now, what that means is,
Yeah.
it's got to be so obvious. How could you miss that, right? So,
Yeah.
this inspector has to find something pretty. Look, thanks for that. We're all right now.
You guys are okay?
Thank you.
But then you gotta know.
Thanks. Sorry about that.
Good day.
No, look,
No worries. Thank
but
you.
you gotta know only inspected outside.
What inside?
I've had a leak.
The shower, do you know how much it would cost to
Yeah.
fix that shower? Probably like 25 grand.
Yeah, and I've only got
Yeah,
56 to give, so that's
what's,
nothing,
What's
yeah?
wrong? It doesn't comply with AS 30, what is it?
3740. Yeah.
In what way?
Raised hob. Raised hob.
Raised hob.
So raised hob has to have a 15 mil water stop past the shower screen, and at the moment it's flush. So that will cause water to exit the shower area.
So
That's me walking in just without even
What
doing
you're
anything.
saying is, look, I know, but people want...
$25,000 to fix Prospero.
No.
He hasn't put the energy rating
Well,
double
how
glaze,
much
and
is
I'm
it?
passing that, yeah?
Okay,
I'm
well,
passing
that's a
that. How
contract.
much stuff have I passed on?
How much is owing for that job now? if you don't mind me?
56.
Yeah, I mean, we'll find more than that for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's got to be...
They're not material things, Prospero.
Okay.
All right?
They call him a shark. Always call him a shark.
Hey,
Vampiro.
yeah. That's disgusting. What sort of manners is that?
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's calling vampire.
Nah, he just said, he just said...
I told them that he pulled a gun on us. I told the cops that he's pulled a gun 2 times on him and me. You understand? It's not a lawyer. He thinks he's some mafia guy. Look at him, he just calls some people now like, as if I'm freaking scared of him. I can get worse than them. I know the freaking mafia if I want.
The little ones, he said to
He can't even move his car.
fucking bitch, they didn't want to go ahead.
Who?
The little one, he called you a lie.
Let him.
Look, I told him, I go, look, you as a builder have to show good character. I said, you swearing like that, you'll lose your license.
Yeah.
He goes, no. He goes, I didn't know that.
He sells his license.
I was just trying to de-escalate.
Very bad.
I was trying to de-escalate the situation with them to say, hey man, look, if something's wrong, man, you call the painter. Something's wrong with the floor, you call the floor guy. I go, it's so easy to fix.
But he doesn't.
See the rubbish there?
He doesn't.
He's supposed to empty the rubbish. That's
And I knew you were going to pick up something a lot there in the water because I know.
I mean,
I've been in and out of this house as it got built, all right? Because he didn't build it. He gave license to a plasterer and a painter, all right? Which have no idea what they were doing. He didn't build this house. They did.
Welcome back, everyone. This is another special episode, and we actually had to come back to this job. The police did not allow us access because they didn't want any disputes to occur because things were getting crazy. What I'm going to do is give you guys a brief history of what's going on here. First of all, we're in Wollert, Victoria, and this is a single-story home, brick veneer home. The building permit was issued in May of 2017. The slab was built then passed 2017. The frame was then built and passed in November 2017. But before an OC permit was being issued, a lot of things occurred. The OC was issued in August 2022. Can you guys believe it? 5 years later. But before then, this is what happened. The owner saw that it was taking a long time, 5 years since frame stage, and a lot of things were going on. So she got an expert to see what's happening here. Cost her $30,000 for that report, and wait until you see that report. One of the worst reports that I've seen. You'll see why soon. Thing is, there was an agreement by the homeowner and the builder before the court proceedings were to happen. And I'm gonna read out some of the points for you guys. Settlement agreement was signed. Key points include builder to obtain a new building permit. The builder has to pay $30,000 to the homeowners by January 29, 2022. Completion of all works, fixing defects and obtaining an occupancy certificate. Expert inspection and determination by an expert that was apparently agreed by both homeowners, and he's pretty good expert, and we're going to go through his report in detail as well. And with completion of identified defects within 30 days. Then a final payment of $56,000 to the builder if all conditions were met, if works are completed and all defects fixed. So basically, they're both going to rely on this expert, and the expert is going to say, nah, that's it, mate, it's all good, move in, and then the homeowner has to pay the balance. But the homeowner had a gut feeling that something was going on. So today is the 2nd of August. It's Friday. It marks 2 years, exactly 2 years after the OC permit was issued. The homeowner changed the door locks. Let me show you guys what's going on here. She got a security camera in place because she's actually scared for her life now after what happened. Single story home, it looks good. And trust me when I say it does look good from far, but far from good. Wait until I show you guys what I found. And I also had to hire security right there so we don't have any interference while we're recording. Let's go for a walk around inside and see what the hell is going on. Let's go. Now we can see it's a beautiful place right here. Nice kitchen, nice alfresco area. I've got the plumbing certificate here, no performance solution. I've got the report that was relied on right there, and we're going to go through it in detail. I mean, this is a joke. I mean, if you have a look at this report right here, guys, yeah, I'm really I want to read something for you guys. Serious. Now, it states clearly right here, within the works attended to above were plumbing defects. The owner's expert identified roof plumbing defects to which a compliance certificate existed. Plumbing is a licensed and specialized trade, and neither me nor the owner's experts are licensed plumbers. Now, if you're not an expert, can I ask you a question? What the hell is this? You're stating right there, box gutter sumps ×2, which are undersized, also do not have overflow provision. I don't get this guy. All right, cool, no worries. That's pretty good. So you actually identified plumbing defects and you're saying you're not a plumbing expert. And that's why, guys, I've invited Russell to come here and give us his professional expert advice about the roof plumbing items. But this is what I want to show you guys now. We're going to go through all this report, and something that really upset me from this report is this. He's saying right here, on the 11th of November 2023, I undertook a final inspection, items 1 through 11, and had been completed to a reasonable standard. I advised the builder at the time of some minor cleaning required prior to the owner taking possession. So as you can see, this guy is satisfied. There's only cosmetic items and all these things going on. I don't know if you checked the roof. I mean, you identified plumbing defects. You're saying they're undersized, and you're saying that the overflow is not compliant. But the owner's expert, the report that she paid $30,000 for, identified waterproofing issues, and guess how much he estimated to rectify 2 bathrooms, fully demoed? $11,000. Can you guys believe it? Demolished shower, replace substrate. All this came to $11,000. Okay, unbelievable. Where are these guys coming from? I really don't know. All right, so let's keep going. I want to keep going for a walk now and show you guys what's going on with the whole house. We'll go through some of the items of this report. So this is like a master bedroom right here, and we've got the shower. Let's take a look. First of all, we've got an enclosed shower, a raised hob. So you can see how this is all raised up. It's a raised hob right here. And the tiles are actually flush with this angle. So this whole setup is not compliant. And it's also open right there. Oh my goodness. Not only that, if you would have got a light, Mr. Inspector, and stuck it down here, you would have seen that it's full of building debris. And that is in breach of AS 3500.2. And also common sense. So to fix this section right there is already a demo job. You got to demo the whole shower. You remove the shower screen. And I haven't even done my investigation to the door opening right there. Now I'm looking at this guy's report. It's evident that you've been inside this master ensuite. And you've only picked on 2 items, mate. And they're both pretty minor. And one of them is not even a defect. For example, you state, floor waste in shower does not have a membrane extending into the throat of the drain. However, AS 3740 2010 does not state that, my friend. It states it can terminate at or in. So there you go, that's not a defect. You should have picked on this item, my friend. You should have said that the following raised hob is non-compliant and needs to be demoed because this angle right there does not extend 15 mil past the tile, my friend. So this is non-compliant. Now the reason why this whole hob needs to be demoed, this tile needs to be removed, this tile needs to be removed, this tile, like all the tile needs to be removed. And this is why AS 3740 clearly states that for a raised hob setup like this with an angle, there has to be a 15 mil finish above this tile right there. Now we have 30 mil right there, as you can see. Now, if I get my needle and this needle, and we check that right there, have a look. We can see that when I insert this needle all the way here, you can see it sticking out right there. Look, it's right there. See it? It clearly does not terminate 15 mil above. It has to be sitting, let me just put this ruler right there, around here. 15 mil. So you have to remove all the hob. You can't, this is not a patch-up job. So you got to do this properly. So it's evident that you've been here. Didn't raise this. You, in my opinion, are either blind or incompetent, my friend. How the hell are you even an expert in court? This is a disgrace, mate. So you want to settle, make the homeowner settle on a property with a non-compliant shower that is potentially going to leak. And I can't even test it because it's blocked. How bad is that, man? Let's go through more items on his report and see what else we can find. And another item that this report has missed, and he was here, this so-called expert was here, and he missed another vital item right there. So I've just cut this section at the door opening. I've cut the silicone out right there like this. Cut it out, and let's use this to take this out. Yep, that's silicone out. So let's take this silicone out, put it somewhere here, and then just grab the rest of the silicone. Grab it, and then here we can see right there that there is no water stop installed to the door openings. So not only that, we have to remove the shower base, but also now the whole bathroom area here. Because you remove one tile, ooh, coffee. Apparently Starbucks opened in Wollert. Pretty good. Back to the inspection. I'm getting too excited. So basically, not only that you got to remove this shower and the tiles right there, but you have to remove this tile, this tile, this tile, this tile. The whole bathroom here has to get re-waterproofed again, guys. And do you think it's going to cost $10,000 like that 30 grand report stated? What a joke, man. And I'm guessing that the other shower is the same. Let's have a quick look at it. Laundry, I bet you the water stop's non-compliant.
I know you guys always hear me saying about the water stops. You can see why. Because it costs so much money to rectify. That's why I always pick on it. And it's so easy to do the first time. And this shower as well, non-compliant. Look where it finishes, right there. Like, I'm not gonna get all the stuff out, but if I put my ruler right there, you can see it coming in and out right there. Not 15 mil. Demo and start again, my friend. Demo and start again. 2 showers so far that are non-compliant. The laundry, we have to do a destructive investigation right there. The powder room, we have to do a destructive test as well. But it's not looking good. You know what I want to do now? Since this expert didn't go in the roof, I really don't know why. Maybe too many spiders. But I'm going to get up there right now. So let's go. I want to take you guys inside the roof cavity. Now, this is an area where I couldn't see anything on the report from the expert. All you have to do is get a ladder and get up there and make sure that the homeowner is getting what they're paid for. Now, I already had a look inside. It was a total schmozzle, guys. Split insulation, ductwork non-compliant, framing non-compliant, bracing non-compliant. It's a complete schmozzle up there, but I only put my head up there. I want to take you guys inside the roof, the whole roof. It's hard to access, but we're going to go through the whole thing. So let's get right into it. All right, as you can already tell, it is pretty bad already. The insulation's, I don't know what's going on with the insulation, but the extraction fans are just sitting there. Now, if we were to look at the NCC 2016 requirements, that is a defect. The NCC states an exhaust fan must be fitted with a sealing device such as a self-closing damper, filter, or the like when serving a conditioned space or a habitable room in climate zone 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So there you go. This is pretty bad. You'll get a lot of insulation inside. You'll get dust. It's pretty bad like that. It's a minor item, but it's not compliant. Now the insulation is just thrown all over the place. Now, how can you hand over the home like this? Look, I'm still here. Just put your head up there and you can see that they're non-compliant. The back blocking, also the plasterwork is non-compliant. It is undersized. It has to be 100 mil through either side of this line, the recess line. So that's already non-compliant. I'll capture that shortly and put on my report. Now, I'm still mixing a manhole right here. And the bracing is non-compliant. There should be 3 nails right here as per AS 4440. And then we've got also these jack trusses right here extending on these truncated trusses right there. And AS 4440 requires there should be 2 fixings. They've only got 1 nail, 1 nail, 1 nail, 1 nail, 1 nail, non-compliant. That's a really non-compliant issue. And then we have this batten right here extending with no support. Look at that, no blocking. That is also in breach of Australian standards. I'll put an extract as well. So I'm already just sitting here and non-compliant items are around me. And the frame has been passed by the building surveyor. The building surveyor has actually passed this, guys. These are minor items. Now, but they're not compliant frame. Look at the wiring here. I'm really scared to actually step here. Wiring is all over the shop. Crossings of everything, mate. We've got the power crossing the water right here, non-compliant, split insulation, 100%. Look at this. This is really bad. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now let's go right over there. It's going to be hard to access, but we're going to get going and see what we can find. Oh wow. Another item that I just noticed as well, guys, is right there. This brace item right here. You can see a splice right there. Now, if I was to measure it, within 2.5 meters, there should not be a splice as per AS 4440. If I was to measure that, I just measured it 1.937, non-compliant. So it has to be more than 2.5 meters and then you can splice it like that. So that's non-compliant already. And also we had to look at how it terminates. There's only one nail. So there's already framing items right here that have been completely missed by the surveyor, which is nowhere to be seen, by the way. Unbelievable, guys. See what I mean? How can the expert say, yeah, I believe everything's all right, bro? Man, you should be ashamed of yourself. Let's keep going. Let's go deeper into the dungeon, guys. All right, just to let you guys know that I actually haven't been inside there yet. This is so dusty. Look at the dust. Wow. And I'm so happy that it's actually not hot at the moment. I'm glad that this is happening. All right, so we're gonna try to sneak inside there and make her and slip away all the way under and then go to this bigger area right there. Let's see. Oh, that's a really big opening. All right, let's see how we go. All right, I'm gonna keep recording. So, in case they say, oh bro, you broke this, bro. Let's keep going. I'm gonna turn my other light on as well. Under these trusses, and then I'm gonna make my way over. Oh my god, I'm trapped. No, I can do it. I can make it. Okay. See what I mean? Was this worth it, guys? This ductwork, I don't even know where it goes. It's not even connected. Oh my god. Yeah, I am satisfied. Satisfied with what, bro? This is not even connected. My goodness. Oh my god. This is not even connected, mate. Insulation was all over the shop. Wiring is all over the shop. Power and water crossing, not good. The gas is not even clipped. Look at that, guys. My goodness. My goodness. I am just scanning the area to see if we can find anything. Oh yeah. Hey guys, how are ya? What are you guys chatting about? Oh, there's no outlet. Okay, yeah. Well, the inspector said that he's satisfied with these findings. So enjoy your day. Let's keep going. This is a joke, guys. This is a joke, and this is what the courts are happy with. They're happy and they trust the expert. This expert has to lose his license, guys. Incompetent person taking advantage of everyone's money. Couldn't be bothered getting a ladder and going in the roof to see all these items. Look how many items I'm finding. Yeah, I'm just having a walk around. I haven't even started documenting, guys. Would you guys accept this work? For real? Let me know in the comments. Guys, let me know in the comments if you accept this poor workmanship, mate. Wow, more ductwork here, just laying around. No one can be bothered going inside and checking the work. Unbelievable. Wiring is all over the place. This electrician should lose his license as well.
So guys, like I said, I got Russell from Metropolis Solutions, an expert forensic plumber. And he's gonna show us around, man, what's going on. Thing is, this report right here clearly states that the works have been completed to a reasonable standard, and in my view, accord with the VBA Guide to Standards of Tolerances. On his report also, and I'm gonna show you guys an extract, he had 2 items here for roofing, and I've showed this to Russell. Box gutter sumps ×2, which are undersized
also do not have an overflow provision. Now, all right, so you came to the job, you identified roofing works. Why didn't you get a ladder and go back up and see what's going on, man? Nah, he wants to settle straight away. How does the court allow this? But anyway, let's start this, man. All right, so Russell.
Okay, so we've been up on the roof here on this back sort of patio veranda kind of area, and so it's a pretty big catchment area. It picks up heaps of the tile roof, drops that tile roof onto a flashing, which is kind of all over the shop, and then falls onto this metal deck roof out the back here, some skylights, and into these two box gutters, which marry together in the centre here in a bit of a weird kind of way. So we're going to have a look at the sump here on the end of the building, which is closest to the tiles. So we're having a look at this, and it's kind of interesting what's going on here, right? So first of all, there's a round overflow hole. So, you know, I challenge anyone to find one of those in the Australian standards. So they just don't exist. And so what we got here is, how wide is that? There's 80, let's give them a bit, let's say 85. So it's a standard sort of metal pipe. They've sort of, you know, popped that in, so it's really close to the base of the box cutter. So what we got here is the sump of the box cutter. This is the sole of the box cutter, this is referred to, okay? Now, the first things first here is, if you go to the Australian standards and you look for the calculations to size for a sump, you're going to discover that, to your shock and amazement, that you can't actually put a sump in to a 200mm box cutter. Now, everyone out there is going to go, what the hell? You go and have a look at the graphs in the appendix of AS 3500-3, you find that there's no line for 200 when it comes to sumps and box gutters. It's there for rain heads only, okay? So first things first, I put a measure on this just then. We're 250mm wide. So the only way you could do this is under a performance solution. And then, like I was saying to you before, it's really hard to do performance solution less than the Australian standards.
But we reviewed the certificate of compliance and there was no performance solution.
There's no performance solution. Yeah. So, you know, if you apply the prescriptive or normative standard, which is in Victoria, which is what the VBA bang on about all day and night, you can't do this. Now, we started having a look at this really closely. So first things first, right? The minimum length of a sump is 400mm in the Australian standards. This thing's 190, okay? Depth-wise, it's 100. He's got 100 and, what's he got there? 150. Surprise, surprise, you don't even need to be 150. If you had a 400mm sump on this at 3 litres a second, you're only probably going to need to be about 80mm deep maximum, right? So they've overdone the depth, they've missed the length, and they've stuck this round overflow. Now, in the Australian standards, all overflows to sump devices, especially side outlet ones, are going to be rectangular. The minimum size is 200mm in length. You can use a 300, a bit narrower, but if you use a 200 on this, it's going to have to be 200 by, let's say, 65mm. If you use 300, it's going to be, say, 300 by 55mm. And then depending on the length of the box gutter and the flow rates, that sets the distance above the sole of the box gutter that you have your overflow. Now, this has just been banged through the wall at this level here, and then they've run to the outside wall, which, what have they done there? Oh my goodness, hey? This is novel. So they've used a gully grate on the wall, which, got that open. So they're relying on that actually popping off, which we'd be better off throwing this, you know, in the bin. Well, so because it's a blockage, like, you know, you're not allowed to have any impediment on those overflows. Okay.
So when it does discharge to atmosphere, this is blocking it.
Yeah, it can't have an impediment.
I've been seeing these around to a lot of job site lately, so to make the home look nicer and all that stuff. But this is basically, you're saying, non-compliant.
Well, it's meant to be open to atmosphere. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is just people, you know, every man doing what he wants to do. Okay, like it's like we're under a strange system here where people are accepting a drainage grate on the side of their building. But that's just where we're at. I'm going to pop that back on because heaven help me to change anything. So getting back to this sump, start having a better look at this. So we got that light again that you had there.
Yeah, oh, it's inside there. I've still got it. Oh, you got that one?
Yeah, that'd be good one. That's perfect. So, got a bit of crap in here. We'll just get rid of that. So, this is, as I said, this is a solid box cutter. Now, let's looking at this. It's probably 3 litres or less coming in here. So you assume 3 litres a second. So, and forget for a minute that you can't even have a sump in a less than 300 millimetre box cutter. Let's assume that this was 300 millimetres wide. Minimum depth here is going to be, let's say, around 100 mil. Okay, might be a little bit more than that actually. Now, so normally you would have about at least 100 mil sidewall. They've got more than that. Right? They've overdone the depth of the gutter. The gutter is brilliantly deep, right? So it's 330 mil deep. Wow, how good is that, mate?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's not gonna, never gonna leak. Except that these geniuses, I'll put my hand in here.
Yeah.
And we're straight into the building. So there is no depth to this box gutter. The reality of this situation is if we got a plug and plug that up now, and we plugged up the other end, we flooded this out, we flooded this gutter. It's going to flood the soffit ceiling of the building before the water goes out the overflow.
So the whole thing, they've just put the overflow there, and it's basically
the overflow is never going to work.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what, whether they've got a drainage grate on it or not, it's never going to work. This gutter is going to flood internal to the building before it floods out. Now, can you get around to see what I'm talking about there?
I'll try to
just
get it, And I've got photos anyway. Yeah, we've got photos.
We got photos there.
Yeah.
So we're looking at timber and stuff up in there.
Yeah.
So
I can look at it as well.
Yeah, so I get my finger in there. So
So basically, this is a major item, isn't it? I mean, this is the first item. We're going to go around.
So that's a breach of all of the performance requirements of the National Construction Code.
Yep.
Right. So you go to the Vic part of the NCC Volume 3. You have a look. You can't flood buildings.
Yeah.
Okay, full stop. That's what the National Construction Code cares about.
Yeah.
It cares that when there's a big storm here, the water goes outside, not inside. So this instance, the way they've done it, it's always going to go inside, no matter what they do. That's going to have to come out and be fixed up.
Oh yeah. That's the job. Thanks, man. All right. We've got a fan there in the street. I don't know how he saw me.
We have,
but anyway, we've got. Then he's got his leg pointing at something that he's saying that metal sheets in multiple locations are not secured. The sheet rattles. In one instance, a roof screw has been installed through the rib in an unsuccessful attempt to secure the sheets. All right. So there's more important things than that going on here.
Like flooding buildings?
Yeah. Like there is major items going on there, and we're gonna actually go to another box cutter section right there. There's actually, oh sorry.
Well, do you want to have a look at this one first?
Right.
Okay, yeah.
I think there was a sump in the photo.
There's a second sump in here.
Yep.
All right. So, this one's really it's similar. It's probably not as bad in the sense that at least it doesn't look like it's actually going back into the soffit lining. So once again, the sump measures 200 millimeters in length. Now we've got one box cutter coming in here that one will be the same as the other end, which is 250 millimeters. So you can't do it. Technically, you can't do it unless you do a performance solution.
Yeah, which they haven't got for this job. So already non-compliant work.
And like, if you watch those VBA webinars, you think performance solutions come out of like a Weet-Bix box, right?
Yeah.
But they don't. They're actually really hard things to do. No, I'm one of the directors at Dambuster.
Yeah.
We have performance solutions for all our products. They have been tested, checked, measured, and looked at by experts. If I throw something like this to an expert and say, hey, can you produce me a performance solution for this? They're going to go, we need to test it. We need to know how this works. It's going to cost big bucks, right? So we come to this other section of gutter here, and lo and behold, it's not 300 either. It's getting close. It's just a little bit under. It's about 295. So technically, it's not right. So Depth-wise, once again, they've overdone it. It's 150 mil, which, you know, plumbers think 150 mil for all sumps, but sump side overflows are actually sized for the flow rate. And like I say, if you go to the standard and start sizing a properly made sump side overflow at 3 litres a second, it's going to be like, I'd be lucky to be, I'm thinking off the top of my head here, but it's going to be lucky to be 80 mil, okay? So they've overdone that measurement, and once again, they've put a round overflow through, which is, you know, a pop, which is 80 mil,
80 mil.
okay?
All right, yeah.
So once it should be a minimum 200 millimetre wide. Now the reason that they use a rectangular one, and people need to understand that, is because that is what's called it's a flat weir, okay, like a wide crested weir is the actual word for it. So on a rain head, the weir on a rain head is what's called a sharp crested weir, but the weir on a side overflow device is a wide crested weir. So it runs through, so when the water level rises up, you've got this big surface area that goes through to the outside, so minimum 200 millimetres wide. When you do a round outlet, you've reduced the surface area, so the water starts to trickle through here, and it's not nearly as effective. So, you know, this is why this is not a great idea. Once again, you know, beautiful drainage grate, which should be used for drainage grates.
Yeah.
Popped on the outside. There's no guarantee that is going to pop off when it needs to. Okay.
Yep.
No guarantees. What about, you know, we got things in Australia called gum trees, right? They drop twig, not that there's many around here, they've chopped them all down. But like, you know, it's going to get a twig stuck in that and suddenly it doesn't pop off. House floods. So, non-compliant. You know, what was your expert saying? He's saying everything's sweet on the job.
Everything's sweet on this job, and he didn't even get a letter to check, and they want to hand over the job like this.
So is this guy a plumber? Has this guy got plumbing?
No. I mean, he just said that, hey, I'm not a plumber, but it looks like there's no compliant works there.
Right.
And he didn't even bother to double check it. I mean, I'm up there now on the roof of Russell, and evident non-compliant works. If he just walked outside here, so let's just say he didn't even go on the roof, walking outside here, and he sees this round overflow, by default, this is not compliant.
Yeah, no,
I mean, if he's walking, not even going on the roof.
No,
if the VBA are walking here and they see this,
mate, I'm going to pick that from an electric vehicle driving down the street at the VBA on my way to get some sausage rolls. You know, I'm going to pick that up as a defect. This is super easy. Okay. You know, I don't know. You know, it's one of those jobs where it just needs to be right. Okay. You need to size it. You need to apply the general method, which is in the standard, and size the sump according to the box gutter. Now, I think overall we got about 90 square metres, but it breaks into 2 areas. So I'm going to give it to them at this point and say you just probably assume 3 litres per second as your minimum flow rate, and that's the minimum size standard in the Australian standard. 3 litres is it. It's where it starts and heads up to 16. If you get less than 3 litres a second, you assume 3 litres a second. So, you know, you work out your size for the sump based off the flow rates, and that side overflow chute, the actual height above the gutter for that, which, you know, they've banged this right down low. I think you'll find that, you know, if we did the calculation that the weir that I want to see in here is going to probably have to be about 25-30 mil up above the gutter height.
Yep.
So let's go have a look at this other one, eh? Okay, so here, this is a really interesting one. So we've got the main roof area over here for the alfresco area, but then we've got this second box gutter which is tucked in here between the two buildings, but 2 parts of the building. So clearly, you know, the building designer, draftsman, whatever it was having a few dramas here trying to work out what to do. So we've got a valley coming down, so it's got a reasonable catchment area, but let's say, you know, once again, we're going to be about 3 litres a second on this. So we've got this it's a Lear type box gutter, so a single Lear type box gutter, and it runs down and then into a sump with a single outlet. Now then, they've left the end open on the box gutter, they're trying to achieve an overflow here, right? So that end is open and it drops onto a under soaker, which is here and runs down to Eve's gutter at this location. So this is a tricky one in some ways for the plumber. It's not tricky to defect, but it's tricky for the plumber. So sump size, okay, we'll give him that 400 mil. So that's okay. Depth wise, he's going to be deeper than he needs to be. He's 150, which, like I said before, is too. It's deeper than he needs to be. But he's put that in. And then we've got a pipe in the building here, which is probably a bulkhead inside the house. And then that runs out to a downpipe over the back here. So the problem with this gutter isn't so much the sump or the downpipe outlet, it's the overflow. So first things first here, if little possum nests in here or bird or something, or we're in Wollert, mate, it's going to be a plastic bag that blows in here from the building sites. It drops in here, blocks that up. So suddenly the water coming down here fills the sump up and it overtops and starts running onto the undersoaker. Okay, all's good. There's an undersoaker. It's going to run down. Most of the water's going to run down to the gutter. That's fine. We're talking at low flow rates. Okay, so trickling down to the gutter. But what happens when it's absolutely belting down with rain and this is blocked? No one knows it's blocked because it's been running into the eaves gutter, and you remember the box gutters can only discharge to sumps, rain heads, or atmosphere for the overflows. Okay, so this isn't discharging to atmosphere; it's discharging into an eaves gutter. So no one's going to know that anything's wrong here until probably the water's in the house. So you can see that already there's some gum leaves here. The trees will grow up around here. The pigeons over there will come and nest and do what they want to do. The water will block up here at high flow rate. And how deep is this? This is tiny. It's a little fold there, 10 mil.
Yep.
So the total depth of this flashing is 10 mil. So there's 10 mil between water into the building inside, not in the soffit, inside the building, and it's just 10 mil, which is just not enough depth. Okay, so they've got a real problem here. Oh, and then by the way, they've just done that as a one-piece flashing. Okay, so bang, they've fixed that to the wall there. So this needed to be a different type of flashing. There needed to be two-piece over the top, pressure flashing. But these guys, this is just not that'll just break eventually.
And they've got a plastic screw right here.
That's not even foam, mate. That's some.
Yeah, blue board or something.
Blue board. Yeah, it's crap.
Another plastic screw there.
Oh, I love a good plaster screw.
It must be the plasterer that did this.
Yeah. Okay, so
basically, if the VBA would come here and assess this job, would they accept this work? What do you reckon?
No, you can't. They can't, right? So if you get anyone half reasonable here, they're going to say the overflow is not to the atmosphere. It's actually the overflow has to be to the ground level. Okay, and if you go into AS 3503, the overflow needs to be the atmosphere, but has to land on the surface drainage system to alert someone that there's a problem. Because if you don't know there's a problem, you're not going to come up here and clean the crap out of this sump, you know. So the first thing these people are going to know is, I don't even know what's this room here is a bedroom, I think it is.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah.
So the first thing they're going to know is suddenly the ceiling fills up with water, and the plasterboard goes all soft, and then just dumps on them. So how to fix this is the question. It's actually tricky, right? I kind of feel for the plumbers on this one. It's a really hard one. Probably would have been best. It's a good example where the design needed some smarts in it to try and make this easy for the plumbers. So, but unfortunately in Victoria and most of Australia, this is left to the plumber, who's probably the least able to make the changes that are required here. So we got to get the overflow to atmosphere, okay? So possibly they needed to pipe the overflow out of this, and so there goes the option of a side outlet sump. So you're probably going to have to use a sump high capacity. So suddenly it's going to have to be 600 wide. They'll finally be correct because they'll be 150 mil deep for that.
Yep.
And then that way they'll be able to pipe to the outside. I'm going to plug my own products here from Dambuster, but like our sump would work here, because it would give you the ability to put this in and pipe the overflow to somewhere else.
And basically your product will have its own performance solution, or like it does work in this scenario you're saying?
It would work.
Yeah.
The Dambuster sump would work on this. Now the sole width of the box gutter is 200 mil. So, you know, you can't, you know, this is where they stuffed up again, right? So it's 200 mil wide. Even though you've got this bit that's wider for the lid gutter, the actual gutter is considered to be like that, right? It's got two sides like that. So theoretically, you can't even use a sump in this application. So with our products, with the performance solutions already done, so we could use a Dambuster product in this application, and it would give you the ability to pipe the overflow out, away, underneath, and outside the building. So it's probably a perfect example of where that product would work really well.
Now let's just say there's no Dambuster products, and these guys, because they now need to fix this.
Yep.
It's not compliant work. So I mean, there's a lot of work to do here, and even this section right here. Significant amount of works, like ballpark. What are we looking at?
Okay, like let's be just we're in a really hot market for rectification works. It's going to cost 25-30 grand to get people here to do this stuff. You know, the components aren't really the problem. It's the labour costs. They've got to start ripping off cappings and pulling box gutters out. There's issues here with the size of the box gutters. So you know that's going to rule out most plumbers. Most plumbers are going to run a million miles from trying to create a performance solution for that. You're going to need a structural engineer. Not just a hydraulic engineer, because like the reality here is that the structural engineer is going to be best placed to understand how to get the compliance into the structure, and you know things like this one here. You know you're either going to have to use the high capacity overflow, which mightn't even fit between the trusses. Like we don't know. We'd have to start pulling tiles off here to work out whether we can actually even fit it in, and then. So you know, once you know, some of our products are going to work really well here. Some of it's going to be quite difficult to get right. So I would say, you know, kiss goodbye to 30 grand. To sort this out from this point on. So we early on we found this sump up here, and so we're right on the boundary here with your really nice kitchen. Yeah. And you can see they've stuck this rain head up here, which is like this does nothing. Okay, there's an overflow in it. I don't even know why. It's not the overflow. There's actually a sump in here. Now it's right. The sump is right there, okay? Because we saw that downpipe up top. Yes. And what it means is what's here and I found is that sump is it's at the level of the box gutter sole. So the overflow on the outside wall won't even trigger until it goes. And water will come in here first. Yeah. So my house is going to turn to the swimming pool. Well, you know, there's a high probability that if that blocks up and we've got trees next door and whatever else going on here, that the water is actually going to come internal to the building. So right on this section here near your kitchen, before it goes out the overflow. And I had a joint inspector to inspect all this, and he's passed all this stuff. Yeah, well, you know, and basically wants to turn my house into a pool. Okay, that's very nice. No, it's not great, but yeah, that's a really significant thing because the NCC performance standards are about keeping your house dry. Yeah. Okay, that's what it's all about. Exactly. The performance requirements. Yep. The performance requirement hasn't been met here. Okay, in relation to the box gutter. So obviously we paid money to this inspector to do jack shit all, really. Well, whoever it is needed to get up here and they needed to actually go up. There's a thing there called a ladder. Yeah. And they jump up on the roof of the ladder, put their hand in. You know, how long did that take us here to work that out? Like, obviously he doesn't know. Not even 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Obviously, 10 minutes. He doesn't know how to use a ladder. Maybe he just keeps it around for good looks. That's a major item. That's a significant item, right? I think that's actually really. Requires a roof plumber, plaster, brick. Well, as I say, it's not as simple as just changing the sump. You know, you got compliance issues there. The box gutter's not wide enough. There's all kinds of, you know, it's a rat's nest there, okay, of things to actually sort out, so that someone can actually tick that off as being a compliant job. So there's quite a lot of work and money to actually make that right. And it was passed by an inspector, professional inspector. Yeah, it looks that way. That joined from VCAT as well. Yeah. It's amazing. Geez, yeah, it's not good.
All right, Russell, thanks a lot for coming and giving us your insight about what's going on with this job. I'm pretty sure everybody's appreciate that. Thanks a lot for coming,
worries,
man.
thanks to you. Cheers. Always happy to help, okay?
So I'm with the homeowner. We've spent the whole day here doing an inspection, and we're going to reveal now what we found. And what we found is significant as per the video, but we're going to tell her what's going on here. She thought it's ready for settlement. So look, I know it's been 7 years now.
Yep.
How has that impacted you throughout the whole building process?
It's impacted a big deal because, you know, I've been having, my partner's had 4 transplants, and, you know, I've been paying 2 mortgages, 2 water bills, 2 rates, 2 electricity bills. You know, I've had him just return back to work last year in April because we have to catch up with all the bills because he had to return back to work or else would lose money, we would lose the house, and it's just gone beyond a joke having this house 7 years and I've lost rent of my other property, you know, because waiting on this house to settle, which has never been settling. So it's just been headache after headache. It's caused a lot of heartache, a lot of drama, a lot of stress, and yeah.
So you went through the legal channels and you wanted to do the right thing. So you got a lawyer, you did a court case, and then you reach an agreement.
Yes.
Tell us about your experience with that.
So what happened is we went through VCAT. We had an agreement on the house to be settled in May 2022 on the 2nd, and we had an appointed inspector that we both paid equally to inspect the home until the final. Yeah, so that happened, and the house wasn't ready on the 2nd of May 2022. The inspector came out and basically came out the first day and said he came out for nothing because nothing had been done. So it was sent back. And then, yeah, after that, he came again. Every time the house was done, there was something, always a defect to fix. And came towards the end, he passed and said everything was final, everything was good, you can settle, but there was still a bit of issues that I was unsettled on, which he said was cosmetic, that I shouldn't be complaining about, and came to settlement, and I still did not want to settle because I found that I was still not happy with the inspection and I wanted another opinion. So yeah, this is what I'm doing, getting my second opinion, because I wasn't happy with the VCAT agreement inspector we had.
And that's why she contacted us, and when I heard about the story, I really wanted to come and do this inspection for her. And when we came here, that's what happened with that body cam footage. We came on that settlement day, and when they found out that they got this guy, TikTok inspector, coming to do a final handover inspection, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, they're all written on him.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go for a walkthrough now, and I'm going to show you what we found. So let's go.
Thanks.
Mate, what's going on here, mate? We've got a demo truck. What's going on here, mate?
I heard this needs to get knocked down.
Yeah, we do.
We'll come out next weekend on the house.
All right, sweet.
Done.
Looks like the place is going to get demoed, guys. We've got someone, one of our fans is going to do it on the house. Let's go.
See you then.
Thanks, mate. All right, first of all, thanks a lot for the pizza.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the cappuccino.
No problem.
Thanks for the cola. Now,
No worries.
the thing is, we spent all day, like I said, the flooring is out of level, the whole house out of level. And there's basically, some points are plus 14, plus 16, minus points everywhere.
Wow.
So the floor level is non-compliant as per the God standards and tolerances. That's the first defect.
Wow.
Now, this report right here states that I note that the construction prevented a visual inspection of various building elements. This includes the waterproofing of wet areas. I cannot inspect the waterproof system as they are concealed behind wall and floor tiling. Now, we had this running for a while, we'll turn it off. Now, we didn't even have to remove any tiles, any building elements, and we can really tell this is not compliant, this raised hob.
Jeez.
I spoke about it before on the video, but this is not, that has to get ripped out. This I can understand, you have to remove some silicone, which I did, and it's not compliant. But this on its own is a big defect, you have to remove the whole thing.
And you can visually see that.
Yeah. And he said that, oh, I can't see it.
Wow.
Do you think this is fair?
No, it's not. Especially when I paid him a lot of money too to do it as well.
How much are we paying him? About like every time he comes?
Each time it was about $1.5 grand, $2 grand. You know, it's not cheap.
Yeah. So basically, you're relying on someone
that was equally with the builder, but still, like, you were working for both.
Yeah.
So it should have, you know, done the right by what the house has to be the standards, not by, you know.
Yeah. Well, guess what? The other bathroom is the same thing.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
So basically, I've paid for an inspector that came out and just looked pretty and didn't look at anything.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Wow.
The roofing as well. We had Russell before.
Mm-hmm.
As you saw before, it's around 30 grand to fix that, minimum. Each bathroom, at least 20 grand.
You've got to be kidding me.
And then, I didn't tell you this, but I actually went in the manhole, and what we discovered there is a lot of items. You've got the ductwork not connected.
The ductwork not connected?
Yeah, you've got bracing.
And this was meant to be settled?
Yeah.
Wow.
Insulation thrown all over the place, electrical issues. We've had also bracing items, framing items signed off by the building surveyor, and all you had to do is get it out like this, pop your head up, and you'll see non-compliant items. Like, I can't see how this should have been settled like that.
I'm surprised myself, because I'm surprised that was going to be settled to be like that after paying so many inspectors to come out.
Yeah.
And it's been passed every time. And to be one with VCAT that was supposed to like finalise and look at it properly, which I had trust in to look at the house properly, to overpass that, it's going to cost me more money in the future. It's not worth it.
So there you have it, guys. You just got to get someone reliable. Sometimes trusting the system lets us down. We don't know. You know, maybe that inspector's getting too old. We don't know. You know, I mean, there's all these items right there. Homeowner's really disappointed. You know, I mean, you owe this guy around 50 grand.
Yeah, 56 and a half.
Yeah.
And this is how much I have to pay to fix the house after having an inspector come out that basically overlooked everything.
Yeah.
Pretty much overlooked it and favoured the builder, really.
Well, I mean, you guys be the judge. Let us know in the comments what you think of this guy's work, the builder's work, the trades work, the inspector. I mean, mate, complete schmozzle. What do you think the homeowner should do? Let us know in the comments. But until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go.
Thank you.